Oh, that scared me. So we are going to watch the 2024 found footage horror film that is available on YouTube. I'm going to point you in a lot of directions of links in the description, but we're going to watch the film together. I'd suggest you watch the film first. It's free on YouTube. The link is there in the description below, as I said. How did I find out about this? And the name might have passed by a few months ago, and I just didn't cotton on to it. But I watched Jen's reviews from Beyond the Grave. Really great review, really interesting, and I was like, I need to see this. Now, I'm not a massive found footage fan by any stretch. I love the film Host. I've interviewed the writer, Jed Shepard, done a review of it. That's also in the description as well. So you've got Jen link, you've got the link to the two found footage things that I've done before. I have met Eduardo Sanchez from the Blair Witch Project. That's in my members section. Very, very short clip because we had so many audio issues. And there is also obviously a link to this film, which I suggest you watch and support and like because it's brilliant. It was made for £800, $800, so probably what, about £600, by YouTuber, comedian Curry Barker, who I wasn't that familiar with. They did on his channel, they did I think it's called The Chair, which I had seen a while ago. This has done really well. It's done over 1 million views. People are talking about it. He's now similar to how these comedians end up becoming big horror directors. Did Bo Burnham do one? I know Jordan Peele's done them. I used to really like Key and Peele. This guy was in Always Sunny. He does lots of other things as well. But I want to get into the film. He is the writer, Curry Barker, the writer, director, producer, editor, cinematographer, and he's the star of the film. And I think he literally paid like $100 to get an extra actor in, a lot of friends. But I'll spoil it. I really like this film. I think it's great. You know, when you hear the plot of it, you might be like, but it's made so well, and we'll watch it together. Hopefully, you'll watch it as well, separately from me. And let's just start the film. Let's just get going. I'm going to try and get it so that the volume isn't too high on me or it. So this should hopefully work. There we go. There we go.
What?
Oh, hang on. I've skipped too far into the film. My bad.
You're my best friend. I can't do what we do without you. You're my partner in crime. That sounded weird. Love you, bro.
Doesn't he remind you of Steve from Stranger Things?
See this later, but for now, let's.
I might get caught just watching this film.
He's going to be helping me out with the event tonight.
I'm just going to change my layout a little bit.
We've done a lot of crazy pranks on this channel, but this is definitely going to be the most insane prank we have ever done on this channel. I'm nervous. I mean, how could you not be? Jason and Milk have never met. He's a complete stranger.
Is that better?
To Milk. Why would I, Milk's best friend, invite some complete stranger
there we go. That's
to his
better.
birthday party? This thing right here is a quib. We're going to be putting this
so
on
they played a
AOV.
prank on Milk. That's the basic premise at the beginning of the film.
When they want to get like blood to pop out of the guy's chest.
I find these kind of channels quite insufferable, so I was like, okay, not liking these guys straight away. Like playing pranks on each other. They all live in a house together. There seems to be a lack of humanity and a sort of cruelness on it, and anything for clicks kind of feel.
In the black market. What do you mean?
So they're on the way to buy some squibs.
Kind of like Craigslist. This is crazy. Shut the fuck up. Let's do this. Come on, we're pros.
I'll also point in the direction of the review by Stuart Heritage. If you type in Stuart Heritage, he did a really good review of this. It's just over an hour. It's perfect.
Yeah. What are you filming this?
Well, yeah. So we're part of.
Let me rephrase. You can't film this.
Well, it's a YouTube channel. We could change your voice and we could blur your face.
Nope.
Yeah, they're not very likable.
Get the shot, whatever you do.
I had a client that wanted a real gun.
That's 7. That
like
guy's called 7.
Shoots real
You'll have known that if you watch this, obviously.
One of these orange tips on it. This is a 1911. It's a 45 caliber. It'll stop a grizzly bear. This is what you're looking for here. Pay attention. So you cock it back. Now, once you cock it, the bullet is still in the chamber, right?
So obviously, rather than going through the correct channels, it's a bit of the Wild West. I'll maybe jump. And the YouTube Wild West here, where they're not making a movie, they're just pranking someone. So they just find some dodgy guy who sells
Are they gonna get hurt?
planks.
Bangers! These are the best in the world. I just proved that to you with my life.
So, if you don't know where this is going by now, then you're just gonna have to.
So we're going to try and scare Milk on his birthday, and everything seems pretty straightforward at this point. And I do like that it's quite straightforward. And you think, oh, it's just a prank gone wrong. But obviously the title's really
decorating for my own
a bit of a
when they come in, I'll jump up.
bit of a clue.
What? It's really good, don't it? Yeah.
But I quite like the little characterization. He's decorating for his own party.
Hello, of course I did.
It's not like a massive wild party, just a couple of them.
This is Laura.
Okay, Laura. Nice to meet you.
Lara.
Lara.
Happy birthday, Marshall.
Thank you.
Huh? Milk. Why milk?
People, my friends just call me Milk.
So his friends call him Milk.
That's
Real name's
just
Marshall. The other guy's 7. He's the 7th in his family to be called, I think, Mike. So they're like a pretty successful YouTube group. I think they were saying, oh, this one did 500,000 and we've got this amount of subscribers. So it feels like they're, at this stage, it's like they're on the rise. I don't know, are prank YouTubers still a thing? Are they still as popular? I've never really liked prank-related stuff. I don't know if Jackass would count as a prank. I didn't mind some of Jackass's stuff. Again, I find some of, like the guy, what's he called, who I've seen people talk about, who occasionally does mean stuff like bumping into people. So like Jack Doxit, that guy seems like a really horrible human being. So I don't know if these guys are set up to be like that, but there's a kind of weirdness to Milk. There's a little clue here where they talk about have you accidentally or killed an animal or hurt an animal, and straight away I was like, fuck this film. But they were like, oh, I ran over a bird or something. The girls go, and he says I killed a cat, and he was just like, because it's something you're not supposed to do.
Yeah, what about you?
And like you think, okay, that's a weird thing. Obviously, the film is called Milk and Cereals. Cereal is spelled differently than the one that's cycling around behind me in my background.
It's just something you're not supposed to do,
Something you're not supposed to do. That's what he says. He reminds me a little bit of Jesse Plemons. I watched the Jesse Plemons film recently, the Yorgos Lanthimos film.
This is Devin.
Kinds of Kindness, I think it was.
People call me Mold.
Yeah, Kinds of Kindness, which was great until there was some actual depiction of animal cruelty in that I didn't like. I quite liked the film. I thought Jesse Plemons was great in it from character to character that he played in it. But this guy reminds me a little bit of him. So
Look, I'm sorry. I should.
they've invited a rando, a friend, around to his birthday, and he's not very happy about it. But what's going on in the other room? And again, this is where it's quite a linear, straightforward story of them playing a prank on Milk. I'll give you a little bit of background on Milk. Curry Barker. Yeah, so he's been in It's Always Sunny, short film The Chair. But this is his breakthrough. It's got 6.6 out of 10 on IMDb, which I think Indy deserves a little bit higher than that. But maybe word of mouth.
We got him.
So they got him, they scared him, he looks genuinely scared.
Very successful prank. Thank you for making it all happen.
Hey, just calling yourself Prank Bros. I got him.
There he is.
You got me.
You got me, guys.
Wasn't that awesome?
Jesus, what the fuck?
I can't believe you pulled it off.
Was it Blake's?
Dude, it was Blake.
So it makes sense that this is available on YouTube because these guys are YouTubers, so it kind of fits into the aesthetic of the film.
I thought he was pretty good.
You know that whole bitches.
I mean, 1 million views, I don't know what that gets you money-wise, but like 1 million views, it's cost £800 to $800 to make it, possibly made a little bit of a profit on it, but obviously he's now working with some big names in his next film. He's been snatched up. Let's hope they don't just give him a big Marvel movie or something and not allow him to do anything creative.
Yeah, dude.
I don't think I'm that much.
I don't think that'll happen.
Hopefully a stripper.
Maybe he'll go the Jordan Peele route.
Who's at the door?
I'll be honest, I've not looked at Curry Barker's channel before looking at it to watch this film. It's called That's a Bad Idea. It has 748k subscribers, and from the looks of it, they are like prank. Some of the stuff is like prank stuff, so it's interesting. Things like When You're a Closeted Psychopath, How to Get Out a Speeding Ticket. They do pretty well. But I think it genuinely is like comedy commenting on the modern style of videos. So this guy is pissed off that they've disturbed his kids. This is what he's saying. And he's just kind of creepily walking into the house. So at this moment, you'll think, okay, creepy guy. He's been pranked. There's nothing. Yes, it's strange. But can you hear the droney, echoey music? And I was making my little outro video for this, and I found one that was pretty much exactly the same. And I thought, it's funny, it goes pretty much all the way through the film. So I noticed that on their channel, they put Milk and Cereal is Variety's best horror movie of 2024, number 6 on the list so far. Now, Variety did top 100 horror movies recently of all time. And they didn't put Black Christmas in there, which I was a bit like, But anyway, at least I've noticed this. Apparently, The Substance is in there. Long Legs of Violent Nature. This year, I've actually seen quite a lot of films that are made in this year. I like In a Violent Nature a lot. The Substance I thought was really good. I don't think it was possibly as earth-shaking as what people are saying. Thought Demi Moore might be her best performance ever, though. Long Legs is a really good kind of 90s feeling. Silence of the Lambs with a insane Nick Cage in it. So yeah, what's not to love? But yeah, this is where they're wandering around after the party. And the idea is, I think that they piss off that guy, which you can kind of see. I could imagine a film where it goes that way, and they piss off the guy, and then the guy makes their life out. Whether it's like Don't Breathe or something like that. So you can. That's where I thought this was going when I watched it. Again, don't be watching this with a commentary by me if you haven't seen this, because I'm going to ruin it. There you go. That's okay. I'm going to ruin this movie. But what I love about this is it's just over an hour.
The effort, really. For what?
Milk, this isn't a prank.
We didn't fucking.
So like he's still in the mindset that the guy is a prank.
Milk.
So Milk's like ripped the guy's hat off, being a bit of a dick.
I'm done with it. What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm done with the fucking prank. Sir, I'm sorry. We don't mean that.
So sorry, he's just confused.
So I think That's a Bad Idea is Curtin Cooper, the guy who plays Seven, the guy who plays Milk. So in a way, that's art imitating life in this. The day he died. Then I thought, well, that's interesting. So my first thought is like, the idea, I guess, is that we think what? We think that old guy, we think Milk, we think Seven. We start in our head racking up who it could be.
Listen, hey, listen! I need you to go see what's downstairs. Why? Because somebody is down there.
I think what makes this work is it's right in the zeitgeist of the sort of things, maybe a little bit past that peak of prank stuff, but it's definitely right in the zeitgeist of making fun of it, as was Host. As technology, it's almost like keeping up with that technology and using new technology to push the boundaries of different things. So like,
hello.
Most people would watch YouTube over television.
No.
Host, obviously, we were all doing video meetings to catch up with people. So it's just a lot of it's timing. But you've got to do it well. There's some terrible ones like just shaking around all over the place. This does not look or feel like an $800 movie. This is 100% better than a lot of $1 million movies I've seen. Millions and millions I've seen this year.
How am I supposed to differentiate between the two?
So they're arguing here, like Milk is saying, well, is that how am I supposed to know that guy wasn't in on the prank?
No.
So it's a bit confusing. Obviously, this is where it gets a little bit more confusing.
Be nice. What? What the fuck?
And the person who does the music throughout is called Saber Jackson, Jackson. If you go onto Spotify or whatever, you'll find some of his stuff.
Wait, just be careful.
This was released in August, on August the 8th, 2024.
We're coming in.
And as of today, in December 2024, it has had...
He's not in
let's
there.
see...
So where the fuck is he?
Guys, this is crazy.
1.3 million views. The other short film that they did for 20-minute one, called Warnings, which I've not seen, a year ago, has had 1.1 million. So they've got a following.
Hi, I live on 347 Ivory Lane, apartment 12.
So the guy's just wandering around their house at the moment. And to be fair, he's acting... Spoiler. I'm not going to say any more about spoiler, but he's acting playing like a mentally disturbed gentleman, and who's acting doing that, if that makes sense. But he's believable enough for me to be completely with him all the way. Never once did I think he's not genuine as that character, if that makes sense. Because there's 2 layers to this character, you'll find out, or you already know. And I think, again, a bit like Host, the naturalism is quite hard to do. There's only one character in this, I think, who makes me feel like I'm watching a low-budget film, which is the guy who plays his son. Some of the line delivery that he does makes me think... And that's why I think Host was so good, because all of those people felt like a group... Well, they were a group of friends, but felt like... And these are a group of friends as well. So there's a naturalism that comes from actually being friends with them. Possibly the guy who plays his son, he's the actor that they paid to get in, who's not part of the group. I don't know. Or this guy. But this guy's really good. It's so important that you feel you can suspend the disbelief, like only a couple of percent, and understand and believe it. Otherwise, it comes across as just corny. There's another one that's like Host, but an American one is Unfriended or something like that, and that's laughable. It doesn't feel like you can believe even a second of it, in my opinion. I like this thing about, is the camera on, is the camera on, off, is the camera on, is the camera off conversations, because you definitely would have that. And also, when you're with your friend, you kind of want to get across the point that not everything is recorded, not everything's for the clicks and for the likes and for people to watch. But I think they just get so wrapped up in that and forget their humanity a little bit, and maybe that's the point. Not saying that all people who make these videos are potential serial killers, but maybe there's that kind of the way it's set up to measure success means that you forget about being a good human at the same time. And obviously it might just prey on some latent behaviors and predilections that you have already.
For a little bit, and he's actually a really nice guy. He's just lonely. We're just doing a service today.
So their channel's called That's a Bad Idea, and doing this and releasing it on YouTube I think is a fantastic idea. I think we'll see Curry Barker go on and do some big things. The other guy, Cooper Tomlinson, yeah, sure. Like,
I hear you.
So you won't film it.
He's just he's got the same similar sort of qualities as I say, Steve from Stranger Things.
What's her deal?
And the other actors are in it are really good. Lara, Naomi, the arms dealer at the beginning we don't really see very much.
She did it over text. She didn't even fucking call me.
It's just pretty believable. Yeah, Frank Harris, the guy who plays the son of the guy we just saw before. He's a little bit like I'd expect to see him in a film that might end up on Best of the Worst or something like that.
We're still here for you.
So I love how it's like we're here for you, but they're still filming her.
Easy.
That's $18.
Yeah, it's not that bad,
Bro, you're paying for it.
I need you to pay for it. I told you I lost my wallet, remember? I thought I saw it in the car.
So all these little things add up, like the lost his wallet. It doesn't matter too much, but it's all part of the picture that we're building.
Laura broke up with him.
Oh, for real?
How old is this guy?
How's it
Let's
going?
see.
Thanks for coming.
Does it say?
Thanks for having us.
Come on
yeah.
in. No, 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 no.
They met each other at film school.
Yeah,
Or something?
it just brings it. I just bring it everywhere I go. Sorry.
Oh,
It doesn't say.
I hate you.
Originally from Mobile, I think that's how you say it. Mobile, Alabama.
His dad's
Alabama.
name was Steve. His dad's name was Steve.
Social
I was
sketch
the
comedy
seventh
group.
Steve.
Interesting.
So guess it's stuck. I don't know. Maybe I'll call my kid 8.
Yeah, Steve. There you go. They're all called
I
Steve in the
feel bad
family.
for 13
Apparently, he was an episode. Corey Barker's an episode of Dave. You know, the Little Dicky
unlucky.
comedy show, which I watched for the first. I don't know how many series have they had now.
When I was 7,
5. I think I watched the
my
first
dad
1 or
gave me
2.
wine. I didn't like the taste of it. He said I'd
Watching this back now, it's this is a really good actor monologue. But watching it the first time, I believe that this character, this was his real story. So obviously, he did a good job on me.
Was my mother's blood.
And they even say that,
I mean, she was okay. She was in the other room, hooked up to a blood bag, and she was all right with it. And they say religion doesn't hurt anybody.
So it's like a good little story he's prepared, a good
That's
little
what I
monologue.
associate
With,
with
and
number 7.
like I say, I just believe it because I'm watching a horror movie. So I'm like, okay, this seems legit. And then the guy's head's dropped down, and like they've been drugged by the wine. And he looks at the camera, and you think, oh, well, he's seen the camera. This is still, he's in control.
I want to die.
And I'm with it. I'm with it in this moment. So, good job, man. What's this guy called? Let's have a look.
Only one of you has to die.
It's not Curry Barker.
You pick. If you try and shoot me, I'll shoot you. If you try and run away, I'll shoot you both.
Greg Harris.
Pick.
Oh, he's called Jonnathan Cripple. Oh, good special effects there. The blood splatter off camera, but just enough of it to the right hand side. Yeah. Have you seen the film Spree? I was just thinking because the guy who played Steve's in that. Anyway, Jonnathan Cripple, spelled Jonnathan. Cripple, not Crippy. Oh, yeah. He's done in a few things. So then now he's like, got you. You've not really shot him.
I got you. Look at your face.
It's all squibs. And we're like, okay, got it. Yeah, so he's actually been in things from 1984 onwards. He was in as Jonathan Findlater.
All fake. All fake. All fake. He's an actor.
Just give me a moment. I'm going to keep this running in case something bad happens to me in real life. But if the dog barks or something happens, I'm just going to keep it running because it feels very found footage. And plus, she makes me jump just like the film. So they're like, we got you guys. You didn't really shoot him. But the problem with Greg is he's not moving. So Greg has been in films in 84, 85. And then 2012, there was a massive gap. He was in a few short films, a lot of short films. This is the biggest thing. Looking a bit like Pete Doherty there. Just give me a moment. We can keep it running, maybe. Keep the film running while I get the dog.
What the fuck, dude?
Oh, it's because the postman is here.
No.
Now, shall I pause the film and pause this while the postman comes? Let you catch up and watch the film. But I will. I will see you in a minute. Keep going.
Whoa. That guy's not breathing.
I know.
That guy's not breathing. Fuck. How the fuck did that happen?
Because I
dead?
don't know. I used your fucking blanks. I used your shit, man.
Used my blanks?
Yes.
I knew that guy was shady.
Who?
Fuck the guy I bought him from.
Who did you fucking buy him
I
from?
bought him from a shady guy in like the black market or something.
Fuck!
He was a shady guy.
Why would you do that? Why would you just buy him from a fucking gun
It's
store?
for the prank.
It's a gun store. You buy
The
him
blanks.
licensed,
Blanks are
man.
illegal in California. You can't buy them. I had to buy them from a guy.
Yeah, I'm back. What have I missed?
Man, you're a fucking
They're still arguing about the quality of the
Don't
squibs.
say that. This is your fault,
Obviously, you know, making something on YouTube is not regulated in the same way as making a film, so this is more believable. But then there has been tragedies on film sets recently. Yes, I know.
How do I start this?
I don't think you'd like this movie, Marcy.
Seven's gone.
It's okay. Postman's gone.
So I have a little bit of time.
Most scary found footage film ever for Marcy would be like a postman who refuses to leave.
I have been up for the past 3 days trying to come up with a plan.
So this is all where we start finding out that Milk has got a plan.
This has been no easy.
Like a massive prank. So we're like, okay, so he wants to prank his friend. And it's basically he's pissed off with his friend. The reason he's pissed off with his friend is because he is like critical of his creativity. So like he lives in this YouTube world so much that it matters to him more than life itself and other people's lives and the way he treats people.
These pranks are crazy.
Because his friend has locked him out of the site and questions his creativity and quality of his videos.
What do you think, Frank?
If you hear you big massive YouTubers talk, they all about like this video was a 7 out of 10, this was a 2 out of 10, this one did well, this one didn't, you know, oh retention, oh this, and like you can understand that obsession that it's set up to make it that way. So it makes sense that he's absolutely mortified that his friend questions his value to the channel as it's growing.
Hey guys, just a little update.
Hey guys.
I had to leave the party for a second because
so we now get to see a redo of the party with the changes and Milk's plans.
Told myself I wasn't going to do this stuff anymore, but here I go.
And we think, oh, he's just got a bit of a different plan going.
I took Laura's jacket. I know. Milk, how are you ever going to change if you keep... Milk, how are you going to ever stop your patterns if you just keep doing the same weird stuff?
How he talks about what he does is like weird and patterns and stuff.
What do you mean you don't like it? No.
But it's, because as we know, it's worse than just the patterns. And here he is, he's back. So he does quite well at the beginning of the film, I think, where it just comes across as a bit socially awkward rather than an absolute, you know, psychopath.
Guys, I do not like randos, okay? I got Greg coming
Randos.
Second now, and this Devin guy could fuck it all up.
What's from? Over the party downstairs.
Well, I was just wondering why you invited that guy.
I'm just looking at some of the reviews, like
Oh my god, dude, this fucking prank that Seven just pulled on me just...
a lot of people giving it 6s and 7s. I would say I'd give this possibly a 7 and an 8. Not that it really matters, it's all subjective, but
you got me.
that's really good, man.
What is wrong with you? With the fucking prank. Sir, I'm sorry.
Dude, it's fine.
Some of the highlights, some of the things, and it's all starting to be explained now what's going on.
It's a prank. It's a prank.
It's not a prank.
His performance is the key, but everybody else in it is good too. Like I said, 90% of the actors in it are brilliant.
Yeah, dude. He's an actor.
Disturbingly well acted, some people are saying.
I'm paying him. It's for 7.
No way.
I wasn't going to tell you. Frank's a good guy. Yeah.
But I mean, some of this thing with the car POV reminds you of real life people who have done horrific things.
That does count for something.
There's a guy, what's he called? Was it Elliot Rodger? There's like a picture of him kind of sat in his car doing a little
I'm a good
video.
person. I have limits.
It's similar to what he's doing here.
That matters.
Well, that's what makes it scary. I'm a good person.
I kept Laura's jacket. I know. Last one, guys. I promise.
Hello?
Hey, Laura. It's Milk. I know. Weird. I'm sorry. I'm here with Naomi. You left your jacket at our place tonight.
Can I come get it tomorrow?
We can bring it to you tonight. We're bar hopping, so it's fine.
No, it's not a big deal. I can get it tomorrow after my shift.
Please, Laura.
Okay, well, that sounds easy. Hey, listen, Laura. Naomi just told me we are literally in your area, so, I mean, it would be very silly of us, honestly, to not bring it to you tonight.
Okay, then.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah, wait. Hey, Laura, one more thing. Wait.
Milk, you're drunk.
So left or right? Okay, well.
Shouldn't even be driving.
Hey, Laura, which street is it again? Because, like, Naomi
bad,
can't
man.
remember.
Are you serious?
But then we think, like, we're still not
She's
quite sure.
sending
We're
me
still,
the
what is he going to do,
address.
you know?
I can't believe she just bought that. Ladies and gentlemen, we are en route. Here we go. Hopefully I can get her to the car somehow. Fine.
Hey.
Hey, Laura. How you doing?
Good.
Got your jacket.
Okay. Where's Naomi?
She's in the car. She was just...
What the fuck? Why?
She was just like, hurry up.
Yeah, she's always mad at me for no fucking reason. Talk to her.
All right.
Naomi.
The camera angle here as well, I think, is like quite makes it even more shocking. I think.
There you
I
go.
don't know
You can
why
kinda
that
see it.
is.
What? This is my beating brick. Beat people with this brick. I beat people.
Literally
This
so
person just texted me.
matter of fact and
Made you look.
you know
Yes.
like brains and
You
bits
know,
of bodies
Naomi
and stuff. And
really
he's like, I
liked
beat
you.
people. It's like that could be
No,
ridiculously
well, Jesus,
OTT,
Laura.
and he is.
Gotta break
But
up with
like
her over
he's
text. Low blow.
he's balancing everyday normal things to be upset with her about, like, oh, you split up with her via text, with horrific things that he does. They're on the same level. And when he says something like, I love my friends, it's like that.
I did.
I started thinking, is that the line he draws?
What do you
And
mean you
with
don't like it? What do you mean you don't like it?
what do you think of his
My
happy mask?
It's clear, so
Is
you
that a
still
bit
see me,
too
but
horror
it's
movie for found footage, or no?
It's like a different version of me, you know.
He explains it.
Highlights my eyebrows because you can't really see my eyebrows, but you can still see my eyes.
Is this a prank?
No.
And even at this point where she's been hurt and he's done horrible stuff, she's like, is this a prank? Like, is it just a prank that he goes too far with? Which is quite telling, I think.
You're unlucky.
I need you to go see what's downstairs.
Why?
Because somebody is down there.
You okay? You ever thought about like reaching out to somebody or? That shit was awesome, bro.
So when we see the sort of behind the scenes of his prank and the actor who's in on it and stuff like that, I'm like, and how the guy switches out of character, it's quite interesting. I think it's quite well done. And it's believable that his friend would fall for this. You watch a lot of this stuff and you think, yeah, this guy, no, I wouldn't fall for that. Or you see stuff that's staged.
And then if you come down here,
See that? Get rid of the blanks that are in there.
something little special. Got to replace the blanks with the real.
So, like,
blanks.
he's somebody who idolizes serial killers and stuff.
Bullets in the chamber. What do you think I should do?
He also has a lot of keepsakes and mementos, just like sort of famous
Oh god, that
serial
is
killers and
scary.
stuff.
I don't even want to put my finger on the trigger.
So he has a very high regard for his own life.
Oh.
To a certain degree. He never wants. He always thinks, I don't want to do this or I don't want to do that because it could be dangerous or I've got to be careful. So like he's not like the sort of guy who's wanting to go down in a blaze of glory. And
I thought about it.
as we find out,
Go to the desert.
yes, he loves his friends, but eventually they're all going to become victims to him.
Well,
No, I'm not going to drug anyone.
Look how he tries to blur the lines of what's acceptable in this prank with this guy.
That is part of the prank. And
Well, I don't care.
He's like, it's a prank, it's YouTube, so you know it's okay.
You can't drug someone for a prank. I quit.
There's definitely like a kind of point here, I think, of like generational things, what's acceptable, so acceptable and what isn't.
We made like a trust that we could do
you know,
crazy things to each other. He knows.
we do crazy things to each other. Is there some sort of
No, listen. I will
shift
drug
where the
him.
line
It
is
has nothing
changed
to
as
do
long
with
as
you.
it's
I will bring the wine. I will
popular?
supply everything. It
I
has
hope
nothing to
not.
do
I
with
hope
it's
people. I
drugging
think
isn't
there's
even the
more
right
good
word.
people than bad
Okay, I
people in the
shouldn't be.
world
I'm making it sound worse than it even is. It's
who
medicine.
still
It's like
think about how
sleeping
they
medicine.
treat other people. I think there's definitely been a selfish streak in all of us when
conversation
COVID
never
hit,
happened.
and it was like
No, it
an
didn't.
overwhelming feeling of self-preservation, which I think has
So,
endured to a certain
do it.
point. But there is still a lot of kindness and a lot of love in the world. Why do I mention that? I guess
No cameras
because
at the
it's
dinner.
All right.
Get out. You
the
know
idea of
me.
like YouTubers pranking and being
Checking
cruel and
pants
mean and
pockets.
stuff, like monetizing
Have you
fear.
checked your pants pockets? They're not my pants pockets. I don't leave my.
Well,
shit
I
in
don't think.
pants
I think we're
pockets.
past that
It's
phase
called
now. I think what
gaslighting. It's like
YouTube
when
monetizes now
somebody,
is
but
like
they think it's their
outrage
fault,
and
but yeah, that's what
taking
I'm doing.
people down
I need you to
and
pay
in a
for it, so
cruel
yeah,
kind
that's
of
my wallet.
enjoyable
Oh
way.
yeah.
And particularly when it's the ones who are taking people down who
Damn it,
end up
Milk.
sometimes being worse
I
than the
told
people they
you
are
no
taking down.
camera.
So like the sort of YouTube commentary stuff.
All we got's a tarp. What do you want to do?
I'm trying to think of another movie where people are
I
out
don't
in
know,
the
Milk.
desert like this having to bury
What do you
someone,
want to
but it reminds me of something, but I can't think of what. There's a bit where
Say we
I think
put them in the
I can
tarp
see
and
that
bury
they've
them
sort of
here.
chroma keyed. I don't think it's this outdoor bit, but there's another outdoor bit where I think they've chroma keyed it in it because it's
We gotta
super,
leave
super
here.
black, and then there's just like a real clear
How do you want to do that?
difference between the two colors.
We get the shovels. We dig a hole as deep as we can. What shovels? You got a shovel? No.
So it's great though.
We should go.
You know, there's a clue here to his friend that Milk is so good at kind of staying calm in this situation because, as far as he's concerned, this is just, you know, it's not a big issue.
Fucking kill the guy in the desert.
It's like something, you know, the dead body side of things. He's like, well, you know, it's what I do. Usually it's a lot messier than this.
Look, we can't leave him here, okay? If someone finds him, we're gonna go to jail. We're gonna go straight to fucking jail. Is that what
I love how it says go straight to jail. He says it a couple of times. People say go straight to jail, straight to jail. And I was thinking, is this a Monopoly reference?
Live my life, do my thing. There's a way we can do that. There's a way we get out of this. I fucking swear there is. There's a fucking way. We take his body.
It's just a weird one,
Right,
man.
we'll
When
take
he's
his fucking
because
body and
straight
we
to jail,
bury him,
straight to
okay?
jail.
We get the fucking shovels, we bury him, and we leave him here. And we forget about it. All right. All right. All right. All right, let's do it.
Yeah,
What do I
not a
do?
good idea to just leave him there. I would say no.
A Boston digger, see if they have a pickaxe. For the body? No, it breaks up the ground.
It basically it's like explaining this. Like, come on, man. Do you not have you never murdered somebody and buried them in a desert before? I know that burying in deserts and stuff is a kind of mob. Maybe I'm thinking of something like Casino, maybe or something like that.
This was not part
was it
of
like
the
a mob
fucking
thing,
plan.
wasn't
This
it?
was not part of the fucking plan. How did I forget the fucking shovels? Fuck! I don't want to get arrested in a fucking Home Depot parking lot. Oh, fuck. Look who just happens to be over there. Fucking cop. There's a cop parked right over there.
He gets himself like so angry because
he
he's
doing?
so meticulous in what he does, which I think is seemingly a trait of these
Oh, Jesus Christ.
kind
Why
of
the fuck is he
serial
walking over
killers.
here? Why the
But obviously,
fuck is he walking over here? What
if you're
the
watching this thinking,
fuck?
I'm going to be one of those, they always get
Why
caught.
the
It
fuck
never
is he
ends well.
walking over here? Jesus fucking Christ.
So don't do it. Public
Oh
service
my God,
announcement.
he's right fucking
Now you know.
there. He's right fucking there.
Keep the door closed.
How you doing,
The relationship between like a police officer and a regular American person when they go to their car and wind the window down, there must always be the potential. Must be something that goes through your mind, surely, every single time this happens about guns.
I'm sorry.
From both
I'm
sides.
so sorry.
Yeah.
Which
we can move.
it's pretty mind blowing. I know that we've had a few
I know,
instances with
sir,
things
I'm
in the
sorry, but that won't
UK,
be
but
necessary. We
like
can move.
I reckon every time
Yeah, you can
this
move,
sort of
but
interaction
it's still
happens,
safe.
people think
Okay,
about
well,
guns.
My
That's
friend's in there right now.
mind-blowing
And
to me.
we're gonna be out of here really quickly.
I'm gonna have to write you out.
Yes, sir.
The pace of this moves along nicely. We get real good characterization, but we also get like quite a few locations, things moving around a bit, action. There's tension here where he's telling him to go back.
Right now. No. 7. Go back. Go back. Go back. Oh, thank God. Fuck.
You okay?
Whoa. Yes, sir. You just scared me.
You seem on edge.
We're just in a hurry.
Here you go.
Thank you, sir.
Let's go. Just
Are we
come
okay?
on.
No. Okay?
Yes, we're fine.
Freaking me out.
He's trying to like bring him into it by using like the phrase like "we" a lot. Like, we need to do this. We did that. We did that. He's like, you did it. You parked in a handicapped spot. And here we are on March the 15th, the day they died. So I mean, it moves along nicely though. We've learnt loads. We've seen loads. Lots has happened. The creativity has worked well alongside the constraints of the budget.
It's got to be subtle. If it's too visible, they'll just be like, "Didn't you change out my pillow?" It's got to be a gradual, slow thing. Milk, you're so mean. You know what though? 7's not that good of a person. But Milk, 7's our favorite.
It's like talking to the audience. He's a favorite on the channel.
7's everybody's favorite. But look how easy it was to turn him into a killer.
So there's a lot of jealousy
I don't
from
even have
him.
a password to our own channel.
He's that he's just like me. He's a bad person just like me. Or not a bad person. He's a killer just like me.
A partnership.
A little sad over there.
This is all a grudge over the channel. Like, that's the most important thing.
It was good, man. It was good. Yeah, he's pretty shaken up.
What prank?
What can I tell her? Please, come on.
Yeah.
You know the guy at the party?
The creepy guy, yeah.
That was all Milk's plan. It's his prank.
For real?
So there's like a little bits of it that
squib and we shot it in with a bang and everything.
allows them into the story as far as they want, as well as he wants.
Let's go. How does it feel to be a part of the best prank ever?
Hey.
So, like, obviously he's
Why is it so dark?
suffering because of what he's done. He's not like Milk, where it's just another dead body. He's like, someone's died, and I can't just brush that off.
Does it feel like to be part of the best prank we've ever done?
He's just shut down completely. His emotions. This is really believable, I think, and certainly his behavior from now till the end of the film is very much naturalistic response. And I guess that's what separates him and his character from Milk.
I'm good.
And we've got this sort of droney, very subtle droney music in the background. It's not like, it's not Marvel. It's just the right amount
What the fuck is wrong with you?
of ambience.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I hope these guys don't find out I'm watching their movie.
Fucking with me right now?
Maybe we'll find out at the end of the stream what will happen to Matt.
Fuck you.
So this is pretty. A lot of the squishy stuff, the fights and the murders and stuff, like the punches and stuff, are really good, and like the makeup's good too. I'm not quite sure about it, but then again, people who don't normally fight, I guess that's how he would fight, and then at the end of the story, he goes like that. I think that is pretty realistic as well.
I quit this channel.
Plus, he's messed up over what's happened. Bit of a Joker look to him there.
Back in my spot.
Can't have everyone playing the Joker though.
I just come here sometimes when I'm like.
What's the 70s horror film where the guy has the mask like that? I'm trying to think what it is. April Fool's Day? Of course, we've got to have the creepy old music in the background that sounds like it's coming out of a gramophone. Is that too much? Or is it just copyright free?
There she is.
He's got a tarp. Yeah, he's got a tarp down. Very Dexter.
That's the surprise. She's still alive. Might as well be.
Now, this is the most violent bit of the film. If you're watching with me and you don't like to, you've kind of been lulled a little bit into this. It's not that bad. You might want to not watch this next minute or so from the brick onwards. It's quite visceral and very well done. I imagine that this is now a dummy with some ADR.
What's up to my subscribers?
That is
She's gone. She's gone.
chilling and making fun. And then he puts the subscribe thing on the screen. Is like, is that too on the nose, do you think? Did he need to do that? That's the sort of thing, if I was making it, I would do. And sometimes I definitely think that when I write and when I do stuff, that sometimes I do too much. Like I overdo it, over egg it if I like something. Or I want to get a point across. So maybe, I don't know.
He's gonna text me any second now.
It definitely gets the point across anyway. You've only got an hour to do it. A lot of that, I think the bit where he's like, yeah, like, This is just such a simple way of messing with the other guy.
I'm checking out.
But they're like in a mindset where they're always messing with each other because of the pranks as well.
45 minutes, dude. I'll be back soon. We can talk then. What?
No, you were. No.
What?
Just here. You were just talking to me.
So
Bro,
yeah,
I
he's just trying to
haven't
mess
been
with his
home.
mind.
What are you
To be
talking
fair,
about?
his mind has already been messed with because he's
Just thinking
he's committed a murder and
It's fucked up. This is
it's
working.
makes
Now
him
I
feel awful.
can't go home for like 20 minutes.
Swear, dude. I got a text from Greg, and it said like, "I know I'm dead, but I can still see."
So this is like we're getting into like the final act
It
now.
was right here. It fucking rang. The fucking
Okay, so
rang.
where is it?
I don't know.
Obviously, we now know a lot about Milk,
Is he alive?
There's
so
no way he's
we
alive.
Don't fuck with me, okay, Milk?
We checked his pulse and
we don't question
I'm not. I know what I saw. I know what happened.
we don't question the fact that this that Seven is getting confused. We know why he's getting confused because, well, because it's all orchestrated by Milk.
I'm sorry. It's not true. It's not true. It's not true. Get out of your fucking house. I'm sorry.
What do you think about this? Like the way he's dealing with it, I think it's pretty believable. Because if it wasn't, he would be a complete psychopath like Milk.
Hey. Yo, get the fucking camera out of my face.
Sorry, man.
What the fuck happened to your face? Anyways, can you guys talk? Yeah. All right.
I mean, I guess what we're saying, whatever we're saying a lack of empathy and remorse being the major traits of of psychopathy. Psychopathy? Psychopathy?
And
how do you say that? Being a psychopath? Psychopathy sounds wrong.
I'm all that he's got, so I'm a little worried about
Anyway,
Drop this off and then
that superficial charm. I don't know if he has a charm, but he definitely has disinhibition, lack of empathy, remorse, inclination to violence, impulsivity. Well, I mean, there's so many conditions that have impulsivity. Narcissism, that he's so important, his channel and what he's doing is so important.
Yeah, he does that all the time.
Mystery solved.
Are you okay?
Yeah, he's fine. Yeah, he's fine.
This is very. I think the character Frank is very actory.
Yeah, I mean, he's a little older.
But then he's also
Sorry, we weren't much
he's
help.
a little bit older than these guys in the sense of
I know
he's not he's not in the YouTube loop of the thing, so he's a bit like, why are you doing what you're doing? Like these are the stupid kids. So what are these stupid kids doing with my dad?
You seem to be handling it
I think
pretty well.
I think I would be a bit worse
Well, then
than
Maybe you should be handling this.
Him, if I was wondering what was going on with my dad.
If you want to quit,
It depends what his dad's personality is like. I think he's like seemingly a gambler and a bit of a drinker and a bit erratic, so he's not surprised that his dad's not around.
They're here. Okay, we could go to fucking jail, and we could go to jail for the rest of our fucking lives. I think we should figure out Frank.
No, I'm not gonna kill anybody else.
Okay. No, I agree.
I'm not killing anybody else.
I'm not saying we have to kill him.
What are you saying, huh?
I think we should text Frank as Greg. And
So I don't understand why they've kept his phone.
I'm not. We text Frank as Greg. We turn the phone off, we bury it, and then this is over.
Fine. Fuck you. Hey, Frank. Went to Vegas for a bit. Be back soon.
It's good. So he's missing. He goes missing in Vegas. Okay. People go missing in Vegas. I'm pretty sure. He's old. I won't let you go to jail. I promise.
The idea that he's gone to Vegas. Okay. Believable.
Thanks.
Say it back.
Testing his loyalty, but the irony is here we know that Milk is not going to just stick with 7 here.
Okay, good. Very.
They're not on the same team.
In the desert.
It's funny. I think he's already decided about 7 because of this fallout over the channel. This is his justification, which might seem very minor, but it's huge to him.
Fucking Frank.
Okay, well.
Man, don't. Yeah, wow.
And say what?
Just play it cool.
I think some people are easy to just brush things off and look at the realism of like how bad something is that someone's done and kind of look at it objectively. And then other people, it's like, I guess little things are huge. Depends what you classify as a little thing.
So I went looking for my dad's phone through Find My Phone. I looked all through my apartment and, thinking that he may have forgotten it the entire time. But then he texts me. So he has his phone. Am I part of your fucking prank?
No, he was here.
Wait, he's here?
No, he was here.
He was here.
What do you think about Frank? Is it just he's an older,
so why don't you tell me?
out of the loop, older cook, like not
He told us not to tell you because he said you were.
Kind of like a dad character. So that's why he's got a different edge to him. Or is it just that he's being an actor?
He just wanted payment for the prank.
Maybe I'm being too harsh.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I think everything seems quite grounded in realism, and maybe he doesn't. Maybe that's what it is. We're getting towards the end of the film now. It goes along at quite a pace, doesn't it? I keep listening to the music as well, the sort of echoey sounds, and when they've chose them and stuff. Here we go.
Jeffrey Dahmer. Harold Shipman.
Harold Shipman.
Ted Bundy. These guys are known as the greatest serial killers of all time. And although I pay my respect to them, what I'm about to do will make me go down in history as the greatest and most creative serial killer that's ever lived.
Again, the greatest creative and serial killer, like looking at them like they're kind of sports stars to emulate or something. Like, I think that this is this an issue like that through true crime and stuff that we've got a generation of people who are, like, oh man, I'd love it if Ryan Murphy made a glossy TV show about me.
How do I get him into the bathroom?
I don't know, man. We're all complicit if we watch Making a Murderer or Menendez stuff. Like, and the amount of people who turn up to try and be amateur sleuths and stuff like that. They're just doing that for the clicks. They're not doing it to try and save somebody or help someone. Does it all trace back to Serial? I listened to the first series of Serial. Nothing really came out of that other than more confusion, I think. But it's a great, very, very entertaining podcast. But I don't necessarily sit down and watch true crime every night.
No, you can't stab him.
I am gonna stab him. 7 because I don't want to go to fucking jail.
Are you gonna know when to come in?
Do you still
Well,
have
Seven's not
the
really
original
in
spy prank
this. He
from
doesn't really want to do this, but he's in this. I mean, this is kind of a bit crap. This, so he's just like those fake
live casting
camera glasses. They look like, you know, when Homer Simpson's got the FBI thing on, and he's like Homer Thompson, and he's got the big box.
like that.
It looks a bit like that.
Don't
But I
accept
think
it.
that
No,
is a
it's a
little
fully
bit of
loaded
humor
gun.
that
Sorry,
the
sorry.
comedians bring to these things. There's a little bit of humor in Get Out. There's a little bit of humor in other,
Pocket or something.
you know, ones that
No,
comedians have
no,
made.
no, you're gonna shoot your dick off. Okay, Seven. Use everything to your advantage. All right, just whatever happens, just roll with it.
Hmm.
I'm so excited.
I mean, it always scares me when people put the guns in films like that in there. I love it that he's kind of playing this bit like he's Ashton Kutcher or something, like doing. Do you remember Punked?
Hey.
Like he's a psychopath, and he's a murderer, and he's a horrible person. But he's like, oh, here we go. What's gonna happen next, guys?
Hi, Milk. Hi, Internet.
I think that's quite funny.
You know, I thought this was a prank. I wasn't sure, but now I get it.
Don't ruin it.
That could work.
These fucking pranks are so fucking annoying. Okay, you have me worried. It's not fucking funny.
Look, we didn't mean. We were just trying to scare you. That's all.
You did fucking scare me. Where the fuck is my dad?
Frank.
Where the fuck is my
So I don't know.
dad?
What do you think about this bit? Like,
Pranks are not fucking funny.
Dude, he's in the fucking bathroom.
Because Seven
Seriously,
plays
the
this
fucking
really
bathroom?
well.
They're fucking show me where he is.
Okay.
Right fucking now.
I'm going.
I'm not sure, but I like this setup.
Yeah. Look. Here it is. Okay.
Here we go. It's a throwback to Psycho as well.
Curtin, let's finish the prank. I mean,
Have a look in the mirror. What's going on? I didn't look in the mirror this time. No.
All right, Greg. Prank's over. All right. Okay.
So the pranks are. Oh. So more than the guy who's actually being stabbed, Seven responds in a much more dramatic way.
You're being loud.
But it's a believable kill. Oh my days. It's horrible. Near the air coming out of him. Wow. I feel that's quite dramatic. Quite like I stopped talking for a second, which is always a sign that it took me. I've seen this twice now, and
Hey guys.
so this is where the friends
Do you think they're already
kind of find out a little bit more about Milk.
DSD cards.
But they're just trying to find out more through watching tapes and stuff. They don't realize what they're going to find out. There's a bit where the girl sees her ex-girlfriend later on when they find her, and she makes a kind of like "oh" sound, and I was like, "Whoa, that is really." Again, much like Host, what drags you in and gets you in is that it feels very real.
I don't think we should be touching this, especially if he's not here.
What if this has something to do with the fight, though?
That box looks sketchy as fuck.
Obviously, found fiction defined by
Open it.
the Blair Witch Project's created by the crawl on the Blair Witch Project. And look how far we've come. Does this expand the medium more? Horror is the only thing keeping cinemas alive. So this is on YouTube. And Host was it on Shudder? I don't think it's in. But horror films, people go and watch them at the. Wonder if our friend Curry here will make a big film that brings people into the cinemas. I hope so. My old local cinema from where I used to live just shut down yesterday. The one where I live now is my favourite one. I go to every Christmas. Tiny one, Royalty, has shut down. It's really sad. So yeah, we got some blood samples, these little mementos. Anyone who's ever watched a movie knows that these people like to keep their little mementos of their kills. But here he is.
Oh, what's up, guys? What are you doing here?
Link left his jacket inside too.
Got it.
Cool.
I was just tagging along.
Cool.
What's with the trash bags?
The neighbor has a dog, so me and Seven are just
We weren't planning on staying long.
yeah, because we got stuff. We're doing stuff.
Yeah.
So.
I just ran into Link and Naomi, and they saw me with these trash bags. Honestly, I do not think I handled that situation well. The tarp.
He's constantly commentating on your own life as well, like,
Yo.
I guess what's it called, main character
Seven, come on.
syndrome. It's become a thing. I mean, I
Help me
will
out.
walk
This
the
guy's
dog
heavy. We
and
gotta fucking
do a little
move.
video for 30 seconds on
Gotta get him on
YouTube,
the
and I
tarp.
feel a bit silly doing it. But then, like, I'm an old dude, so maybe I don't know. For me, it's like a little diary, rather than I'm in the movie of my own life, and I'm quite happy sometimes. Like a lot of stuff on the
Now
channel,
is not the time.
it doesn't really matter if anyone's watching.
Just fucking turn me in.
What's the other guy called? Link. Yeah.
Do you see this? Do you see this fucking
Sterling
shit?
Pope.
We gotta fucking clean this, dude. You're gonna make me do this by myself? Come on.
You can turn me in.
No, I can't turn you in because
It's just
you're not
like,
gonna go
just
to fucking.
I've had enough. He's done. This guy's done.
Just fucking kill me. Just turn me in. Fucking kill me.
He's had enough. He'd rather be dead than deal with all this. It's all gone. It's all gone. It's all gone south.
I'm fucking sorry.
God damn it, Seven. It's fucking heavy, dude.
This is just something that the cleaning up of stuff is just a part of being a serial killer.
Right where he wants us to land. We know this is a prank.
It's gonna be like around this.
Naomi, we've
There
been
it is.
driving for 45 minutes.
So yeah, this is just obviously very shocking for them. We've seen this before. We've not seen it from this angle. I think they use the angles really well, the reveal really well. Their reactions, I think, are really strong, really well done.
What makes this the greatest kill in
And then
the
it cuts back to
history of
him.
serial art? If you haven't figured it out by now, you're not going to. What better way to kill someone than to not kill someone, but rather put all the pieces together to make someone kill themselves? Seven was actually supposed to be my 6th kill, but then I killed Laura. So, Seven is my 7th kill. I didn't even think about that, and the fucker is
Wow, how
about to be
great.
gone. Like,
What a
he's
coincidence.
on his way out. I'm gonna go up to his corpse, and I'm gonna say, "How's that for being creative? What do you mean you don't like it? What do you mean you don't like it?"
There we go. You don't like it. Good end. What do you think of the end? Yeah, one for good luck. What do you make of that? The ending works for me. Ooh. Good film, man. I liked it a lot. I liked it on my second watch too. I'll let the credits roll a little bit, but all the credits are in the description. Plus, go over and watch it for real if you haven't already. Links to Jen's review is there. My interviews with Jed Shepard of Host fame, my other fan footage stuff, and a link, to, like I say, to this. And all of the credits to everybody in here. So, I'll make myself full screen again. Do you like my little background of all the cereal and blood? So good in terms of time as well. No, we don't need to be making 2 hour 45 films. Come on, man. So I liked it. I'm really interested in your opinions of this film. I think it might be one that I revisit. I've just watched it twice now in 2 days, and I'm like, yeah, I'd like to share this with people. It's great that it's free on YouTube. So go and check it out, see what you make of it. And there he is behind me. Oh, what kind of future do you see for this guy in film? Where do you see him going? Hopefully, he gets an opportunity to do. Sometimes when people get money, the creativity is lost. But we'll look for a nice balance there, maybe of a decent budget, but some really cool creative stuff. So yeah, awesome. Really enjoyed watching that with you, watching it on screen. I hope you liked it too. This will probably be going out in December, so at some point. So if you are watching it, don't have nightmares, enjoy Christmas, watch some good Christmas horror films, watch the original Black Christmas, watch some bad ones, watch Don't Sleep Till Christmas. Don't sleep till Christmas. Don't Open Till Christmas if you want absolute trash and griminess. If you want to watch weirdness, watch let's see, Silent Night, Deadly Night. That's what I'm just looking at my figure of my Silent Night, Deadly Night figures. Watch all of them because all of them are completely different. And the unfortunately named Joe Pedo in the last one with Mickey Rooney. But yes, enjoy yourselves, and yeah, good movies are being made. Good horror movies are being made, so that's good. So yeah, I just hope nothing bad happens to me before this stream ends. Stay tuned. All right, see you later. Good to see you. I love you. Bye.